So yesterday, May 17th, Johnnyboi tweeted that it was the last day of signups for the Fusion Rocket League tournament. It is now May 18th when I'm recording this, and we're going to be going over just all the teams who made it, what we can expect. This is not going to be a predictions video because the bracket actually hasn't been made yet after looking at Wikipedia, but I thought it would be good to just go over, and then I'll do predictions in another video because the bracket's so big that would actually take a while. Longer than, when I do my RLCS ones, my Spring Series ones. It's going to take a while longer to do. I actually kind of like it this way better, so then I could just do two separate videos focusing on the teams that made it, what we can kind of expect from them, and then the predictions in another video. So really quickly before we start the video, I gotta say thank you for 10,000 subscribers. This is a goal that I never once thought that I would ever hit. It's absolutely insane. I'm going to be making another separate video thanking you guys, like a Q&A. That'll be coming hopefully sometime this week, but yeah. Thank you guys all for the support, and I don't even know what our goal for this channel is anymore. Let's just see how high we can go. So yeah, if you do enjoy, hit subscribe, and oh yeah, follow me on Twitter. I post Rocket League stuff. But yeah, let's get right into it. So here's a list of every single team competing in the Fusion tournament for North America. Now, I do want to start off by saying that I do record this video on multiple different days, so at some points, you're going to see that the Wikipedia page looks a little different depending on what clip I'm using in this video. Like, at some points, there's only like 20 teams, and then at some points, there's all 32. Because I'm recording on different days, don't worry, I'm going to go over every single team. Alright, so let's get into these teams. Let's start talking about them. So, I'm just going to go in order. So, Space Station Gaming, obviously. Sypical, AXB, Arsenal, we've seen them in League Play. We've seen them in RLCS, right? They're an insane team, one of the best teams in the region. Of course, they're going to make it. 72-pin connector, they got dropped out of Rival Series last season, but then they were able to kind of bounce back, and they made it to the Spring Series, where, we didn't expect too much from them. It was really more just really fun to see Jacob play again, because Jacob is like a legend of the game and OG. So really cool to see them in here again. I'm hoping we're going to see more OGs, or I actually haven't even looked at all these rosters yet. This is kind of a first for me too. I don't know how many like OGs are playing, or got accepted, but we'll find out. Charlotte Phoenix, obviously. They're like the gatekeepers of RLCS. They're so close every single season, but they haven't yet made it. Remember, back on Splice, Karma was in RLCS with, gosh, I think it was Dude with the Nose, and man, that was a while ago. I can't remember that roster, but she was in RLCS at one point. Also, for those of you who don't know, she is, to my knowledge, the only girl Rocket League pro player. If you count Rival Series players as pros, right? Obviously, a lot of people consider Rival Series as bubble players. However, they're still making money from the Rival Series, so technically she is a pro because she made money. Affinity, so Magic Bear, Jordan, and Percy. Now, this is the newly promoted RLCS team in North America. So this is an RLCS team, probably on the same level as Charlotte Phoenix, because Charlotte Phoenix the best of the rivals. Affinity probably the worst of the RLCS. We obviously don't know how they'll play. They might pull a Peeps and be the best in the world. Who knows? And Susquehanna Sonics. I love saying that name. Sathu, Shock, and Dapper obviously had an insane, I don't want to call it a Cinderella story because they didn't go all the way, but a really good story, underdog story back in Season 9 of League Play. Just everyone had him dead last, and they finished 5th. So much better than we expected, and they were for the longest time a top 2 team in the beginning of League Play. So very good showings from them. And, they kind of tanked out of the regional championships. All right, you can see the bracket right here. They just got swept and swept. They just got beaten all over. All right, they're looking to bounce back. And then they didn't even make the Spring Series. I mean, they are looking for another chance to show what they could do. And I hope that they could show a little more, because when Shock's on, he looks amazing. And then, come on, baby. We got Jamal Jabary, baby. Woo! This is my favorite team in all of Rocket League. The best team. The #1 team in all of Rocket League history, Jamal Jabary. Now, for those of you who don't know who Jamal Jabary is, back in the Spring Series for North America, remember, Jamal Jabary made it. And these guys are, I think one of their players is rank X in, one or two of their players is rank X in 6-mans, and the other is rank A. Okay, so we have LJ, Spider, and then Toasty down here. Okay, so they all are rank X now. I think back in during the Spring Series qualifiers, one of their players was a bit lower rated. I think they were in the rank A, but it looks like they're all rank X now. And it was actually going to be super just it was going to be a huge story, right? Even if they tanked out, never won a single game of Spring Series, it would have been a huge story because a team that nobody would have ever thought would make it, they made it, right? They beat Cloud9, I think they beat Rogue. And there might have been another RLCS team that they beat as well, but they legitimately beat RLCS teams to make it in. So good for them, honestly. But at the same time, one of their players wasn't 15 years old, and they got kicked. But now he is 15, right? See, he was right on the cusp. And it was just like, oh man, these would have been the biggest underdogs in all of Rocket League Championship Series history, or RLSS history, you know? I kind of count the Spring Series as RLCS because it was kind of in place of Worlds. You know, I basically count that as RLCS level. So Jamal Jabary, man, these guys, I want them to go far. I want them to come back and prove, hey, there's a reason we made Spring Series. Like, it's crazy. They made the Spring Series. Like, they would have been in it if they obviously didn't lie about their age. Just crazy stuff coming from them. Like, I don't care if they tank out of this. I just want to see them play. I mean, Jamal Jabary's been a meme on my channel for like a couple months now. And they're probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite meme. I'll predict it right now. Jamal Jabary goes all the way. Qualified? No, main event. All right, Jamal Jabary #1, going all the way to the grand finals. They go beyond the grand finals. All right, in every single game mode. All right, it's Jamal Jabary. These are the kings of the North we're talking about right here. Spider, Toasty, and LJ. Come on. Then we have Flight, and remember the whole Aeon situation? Well, they brought Aeon back, all right? They kicked Memory. Memory, I think he's on E United. Yeah, he's on E United now. Their sub is Bob. I don't know who Bob is. He doesn't have a page. There's Bob. There's Bob's page if anyone wants to check him out. So excited to see how Flight play. I've always really liked Rapid and Seabass, like how their chemistry is together. I think that they do work well. In the Rival Series, they played very well, obviously. In Championship Series, they didn't play too well. But then we get on to Johnnyboi, who these guys were in RLRS. So J-Pow and Heck were back on Johnnyboi back in the last season of RLRS, but Alpha Kep wasn't. As you can see, it was Alrez right here who was their third. But now Alrez is on Pittsburgh Knights. Well, he's trying out with them, okay? Because Reddles is trying out with Envy. You can see right here. And Pittsburgh Knights are now trying out Alrez, so it forced Johnnyboi to get Alpha Kep. So it looks like Alrez is a pretty good player. PK wanted him. I mean, I'm kind of excited to see how he plays. Man, the PK situation, though, man, I can go on and on about that. But so this is Johnnyboi, 2008 Toyota Corolla. Rodoko. I'm pretty sure Rodoko signed my profile. Yeah, see right here. I got my profile signed by Rodoko. I guess he's changed his name to Doc right now. But pretty cool. I played against Rodoko in just a ranked game, and he absolutely destroyed me. So, good player. I can testify he's a good player. Then we get on to NRG. I mean, it's NRG. What more to say about these guys? These guys just dominate the game. Turbo Pulse of the 4-time Justin, one of the most mechanically gifted players in the world. Garrett G, been to every single RLCS LAN imaginable, been in every single season of RLCS League play. These guys all have something to say about them. And then there's Sizz, funny guy. Then we have Rogue, Crow, First Killer, and Turo. I think I'm most excited for these guys just to see how they've improved since the Spring Series. I really want to see if they can get higher than top 3. I mean, these guys have so much room for potential because new team plus both these guys are like 15 years old. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how old Turo is. He's young though. I know that. Gonna be very interesting to see these guys. And then another team I'm really excited for, Cloud9, the bounce back. I mean, we've seen nothing of Cloud9, or they didn't play too well in regionals. So as you can see right here, they lost to Ghost Gaming in regionals, and to be fair, Ghost Gaming was on fire. However, I guess, you know, it's really no excuse for losing a game. You lose. But, you know, we haven't seen too much from Cloud9. They didn't make Spring Series because of connection issues, not just from one of their players, but from 2 of their players, Squishy, then either Torment or Gimmick, I forget which one, but just their internet just crapped out and they couldn't play. Yes, you know, we just haven't seen a lot of Cloud9 recently, and I really want to see some Cloud9, all right? See how they bounce back. They've had months now, and I'm expecting things from these guys right now. Okay, I have high expectations. This is like make or break right now for Cloud9, right? It's however you play in Spring Series, or however you play in this Fusion tournament, that's what people are going to see you as now. Because people think, okay, you're on the bounce back, but are you guys the real deal now? Come on, okay? So we're expecting things from Cloud9. Then we have Divine. All right, so Porklet was on RBG Esports. Okay, and then JRUS was on Mirage. Okay, so they were in rival series, these teams. Okay, I don't follow too much with the rival series, but okay, so a rival series team right here as well. Then we have Plot Twist, Mekdos, Taroko, and Sosa. Mekdos and Sosa also both signed my profile. JNAP, Stokely, Rodoko. Yeah, Mekdos and Sosa. They were the first two who ever signed my profile, by the way, so pretty cool. Respect for them. And Freshness, Luke, and Calm. Another RLRS team. Andy, Delta, and Jbot on double tap. Doesn't look like these guys were in RLRS. Probably very, very close. Good players. I'm assuming. I mean, they have to be good players if Johnnyboi accepted them. But doesn't look like to me these guys were in RLRS. Andy, Delta, and Jbot. So gonna be kind of an underdog team. I mean, a real underdog team. Like these guys aren't even considered pros really. But so we'll see how they do. Buddy, Jay Wismont, and Stokely. I mean, we know these guys. These guys have been... I think Jay Wiz was also on Splice back in Season 7 when they were in RLCS. No, this was the guy I was forgetting earlier. But yeah, respect for these guys. These guys are good. So then we have Avidity and 11s. These are both South American teams. Obviously, we saw them in the Spring Series. Both these guys could be really good. I'm going to be interested to see how they play up against these North American teams. 11s and Avidity, two of the best in that region. Probably the two best, and yeah, gonna be interesting to see these guys. I don't think they can compete with like G2 or SSG or NRG. I truly don't. However, I do think that if we're talking about the lower tier RLCS teams like Affinity, Sonics, I think they have a real shot. I truly do. I think that they're around that level. And we have E United, Hoxer, Ajax, and Memory. Obviously, they replaced their third Roldiz with Memory, and I'm pretty sure Roldiz is no longer going to be competing in Rocket League at all. He said on his stream he thinks he's done. He said he thinks, so we don't know. He could come back, but as of right now, it's not looking too great for Roldiz. But then we have Gyro, AJ, and Alrez on PK, and I don't even want to go over PK. I'm so pissed off at that roster with all their decisions. Then we have G2 Esports with Rizzo, JNaps, and Chicago. I mean, what more is there to say about G2? Mile, they brought him in for their 1v1s. Jazza, the coach. I mean, everyone knows G2. Not too much to say about them. They're these are the favorites in this entire tournament, obviously. Then we have Team Envy with Mist, Atomic, and Reddles. Reddles, baby. So yeah, we're gonna see how these guys play out. Doesn't look like Illusion made it to an RLCS team or any team for that matter, but we'll see. Probably still gonna be a long off season. Next up, we have Legion, and we have Ty Not Tyler, Wonder, and Illusion. So, as you guys know, Wonder and Illusion. Wonder was on Rogue last season, and he just got kicked for Turn Turo, while Illusion was on Envy, and now he got, well, they're trying out Reddles. So, Illusion hasn't been officially kicked, but you know what? Who knows? And Ty Not Tyler, he's been around the scene for a while. He's a good player. So, this is going to be a really good team, or at least a decent team. Then we have UVA, it's just Matt Fassi and Ian Pin. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce these South American names, but South American team, Math, very good. Math used to be on the 3 Sins back at RLCS Season 8, so you know what, all these players are very good, some with RLCS experience, but yeah, we'll see what happens with them. Then we have the team Fall, which is ZPS, 2-Piece, and Chronic. Now, to be completely honest, none of these guys were in RLRS last season, at least not in Season 9. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So these guys are probably just very, very close bubble players. Another kind of underdog team. One that we're definitely gonna have to look out for. Maybe they'll do something. Team Meteor, Kiri, Adum, and Austin. I know Austin. Austin used to be in the rival series. I'm not sure about Kiri and Adum. So again, another bubble team. We're getting into like the bubble teams now. The teams that are just right there, kind of on the cusp of making it. Austin was actually the first pro I ever played with in ranked. In fact, funny story, I could show you the video of me hitting Grand Champ for the first time. Austin was on my team and he carried the hell out of me. So, you know, I can testify he's a good player. I don't know about the other two, but I mean, I'm sure they're decent. Then Miho, Prime Thunder, and Pirates. Prime Thunder used to be a professional player, by the way. Funny thing about Prime Thunder, Prime Thunder used to love to smurf. Back in like Season 4 when I was like a diamond, I would get matched up against Prime Thunder. And yeah, I would just get destroyed because Prime Thunder used to love to smurf in diamond. He wouldn't even use a different account. He would just use his same account and just throw like 30 games in a row. It's kind of funny now that I think about it. But then we have Miho. I mean, Miho's a great player. He's been in the scene for a long time. He's not in RLCS right now, but Miho used to be. I remember he was on Counter Logic Gaming for a while. He was on some other teams, I'm pretty sure, too. But Miho's a good player. Been in the scene for a while. Used to be in RLCS, except I'm not too sure about Pirates. So we have Skies, Oath, and Adverse Meteor on Enormity Esports. Now, these guys, another bubble team. They are not in RLRS as of last season, none of these players, so it'd be interesting to see how they play again. Then we have Look at Curry with the Wellis, Quap, and an FMT here. And again, another bubble team, so we're going to see how they play up. So just really good, probably just a bunch of 1,800 players. That's what most of these bubble teams are, 18, maybe 1,900, I'm not too sure. But also, most of these bubble teams are really high in the 6-man ladder as well. I'm not going to go through and show you every single one, but you just have to know that they're not bad, okay? They're all high Grand Champ. Then Sup, Forky, Daniel, and Money. Now, we all know Forky. Forky's insanely good ones player, alright? I have not heard of Daniel or Money, personally, but Forky, I mean, who hasn't heard of Forky? Forky's been in the scene for a long time. I'm actually excited to see him play. Finally, we have 3-star Armada with Skills, Astro, and Brendan. And Astro, I've queued up with him a lot of times in ranked. He's an insanely good player. Also pretty sure Skills was in RLRS a season or two ago. So again, all these players are very good, very close to that RLRS level as of right now. So basically after Team Envy, all these teams are, as of right now, bubble teams. Some of them used to be in RLCS, some of them used to be in Rival Series, but as of right now, none of these guys are in even Rival Series, these kind of last few teams. So we have Jamal Jabary, Double Tap, and then basically everyone else afterwards. That is, those are going to be the underdogs, so the bubble teams, the RLRS and below kind of teams. So who knows? Maybe with all these teams, all these bubble teams, maybe one of them will kind of break through and show someone up. And yeah, that is basically all of the North American teams. I'll probably go over and quickly talk about Europe tomorrow, because I just did spend 20 minutes talking about these teams. I want to see Jamal Jabary do well. I want to see them face G2 in the grand finals, where they eventually beat G2 in a perfect sweep, because they're Jamal Jabary and they're the best team ever in Rocket League history. But yeah, that has been everything. Thank you guys for watching. If you do enjoy the video, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.